We start this morning with developing news out of Washington after a shooting scare at the White House Correspondents Dinner. Authorities say a gunman carrying multiple weapons tried to break through a security checkpoint at the Washington Hilton, where President Trump was attending the event. Now, shots were fired as law enforcement moved in. The suspect quickly taken into custody before he could enter that ballroom. And this all unfolding just minutes after dinner began. I spoke with April Ryan, who's been a White House correspondent for several outlets for about 30 years. She was in the room at the time of the shooting. Let's listen to her eyewitness account.
It sounded like, and I mean, this has happened in the past, that a tray full of mini plates had fallen. My colleague and I immediately went to the floor. After the second or third boom, boom, it was not normal.
Officials say the suspect, 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen, exchanged gunfire with law enforcement outside that ballroom. They say he was carrying multiple weapons, including a handgun, a shotgun, and knives. So I asked April how something like that could happen. Shouldn't there be security measures in place? And this is what she had to say about that.
Typically, over the years, the hotel and security would work together hand in hand, and they would shut down the elevators at a certain time. The elevators were not shut down. Not only were the elevators not shut down, I was able to get into the elevator without using my key card and press buttons and go to any floor. With security so inept and so lax, because we've had so many cuts to programs by DOJ. What used to happen at those dinners with prior presidents was not in place this time.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
They did say initially he got killed, though, right? Didn't they say that?
In the very beginning, we talked about that, too. There was some miscommunication or misinformation in the beginning. There's so much happening, so much chaos. They said that, he was shot and killed. But no, he was not shot and killed. He's actually scheduled to be arraigned later today in the Washington, D.C. area.
The narrative online is that this was fake. It was staged, you know what I'm saying? And listen, it's quite possible it could be fake. I have no idea what's real anymore. The reality is we are going to spend the rest of our lives questioning if things are real. But it's also quite possible that the Trump administration has caused so much pain to people's everyday lives that folks are fed up and willing to risk it all. Okay, there are plenty of people who want to go out like what was the guy's name? Luigi Mangione?
Yes,
Mangione.
Yes, there's so many people that would like to go out like him because they are hurting, and they are hurting because of the actions of this government, and they want revenge. So let's not be so quick to say it's fake.
What I will say, this is the Secret Service, right? A man came in here with all those guns and nobody shot him. He's not dead right now. He fired at them.
I think what April said is true. I mean, when you make all of these cuts to all of these different organizations, man, you know what I'm saying? Things aren't as tight as they used to be. Jesus. So, because when I watched the video, dude just ran in.
Yes.
Like super. He was fast, too. God damn, he was fast. Wasn't he fast? I was like, that. I thought, am I watching this on full speed or something? Yeah. Like, what makes it fake is, everything that you just said, Envy, is how the fact that security could be so lax, but also how everybody's messaging on the right immediately was, this is why we need this ballroom. This is why we need this ballroom.
Was crazy.
It's like, this is not why we need gun control. This is not why we need, the mental health initiatives in this country, like a ballroom.
Yeah, that's
this where your mind goes immediately.
If we had the ballroom, we wouldn't have to worry about this. So let's build a ballroom. Like, what? It just made no sense.